Alright guys, as I said in my last video, this is immediately following. I just got done cleaning up the vape box mess. But I also got a make your own juice kit. So we're going to go through the box, look at everything, and you're going to join me on my first attempt at making juice. We're going to go through it all and see what we can do and see how it turns out. So, I got this from liquidbarn.com. It's a starter kit. You'll see what I'll show you guys everything it comes with. It was like 68 bucks, 69. Got here in about 4 days, I think, 4 or 5 days. So here we go. Came in a big cardboard box. And inside there's this box. This is the liquid kit. Inside the liquid kit we have an e-liquid manual kit. We have 500 milliliters of VG. We have 500 milliliters of PG USP kosher grade. Same with the VG on the grade. So there's your base ingredients. Let's put that over there with that. Kind of a flimsy box, but it was packed real tight with stuffing in the box, so it shipped well. This was not included in the box, but when I bought the box, I don't know if it's an always thing or what, they gave me a big discount. This is the nicotine. Oh, and cover my butt. This video contains products that contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. This is for use by anyone depending on your state, 18 and over or 21 and over. You have to be 21 and over to even go to the site. So, there's my disclaimer. This is a PG-based nicotine solution. It's 125 milliliters, and it's 48 milligram strength. So, that's important for me. Next, there's the flavor kit. They had me pick it. It comes with 10. I'm going to go through each one with you. Inside, we've got a card. It says use single flavor or mix and match. My kit has a recipe on here. It doesn't say what it's for. 6, 11. It might be the recipe for Green Delight by Craft Roop. See there's the percentages, and we're going to go over the percentages and what those mean. I've done a lot of video watching lately, so hopefully I won't mislead you. If you decide to start doing this, do your own research. Just don't just listen to me. But like there's a recipe. You can just do straight flavors, or you can mix and match, but you have to adjust your percentages as you go. From all the videos they said, it ends up being like a personal taste thing. So first out of the box is they're all 15 ml bottles. It's concentrated flavoring, has natural and artificial flavoring. This is sour gummy. And it says it's best by December 18th. I don't know if you can see that, 2019. So I got about a year before it's past its date. And down here, you can see that there's a suggested starting percentage for how much you should put in to get the basic desired flavor. Liquid Barn puts it on all their bottles to give you an idea, so when you go to do your math, you can accurately mix. I believe they're all... Oh. So this one is a PG flavor, PG base flavor. I just looked, they're not all PG based. So that'll be interesting to figure out. Next, there is banana. It is a PG base. Suggested percentage starting is 7. And they all say shake well. So whichever flavor we decide to make, we will be shaking before we use. I'm going to do real simple and just go with a basic flavor. Next, blue raspberry. This is a VGPG base flavor. It does not give a percentage. Oh, and there's different dates on some of them. The banana is best by December 4th, 2019. The blue raspberry is December 10th, 2019. I'm assuming that has to do with what kind of natural or artificial flavorings are in them. I have no idea, though. Yeah, this one's interesting. This one is one I'm kind of excited. I might be doing this one. I don't know yet. It's cranberry cobbler. It is a PGVG ethyl alcohol mix flavor. Starting percentage is 12%. Best by, wow, this one lasts a long time, January 8th, 2020. Honeydew. I'm pretty sure I got this one as to do a multi-flavor thing with. Starting percentage is 6. It's a VG ethyl alcohol mix. Best by November 16th, 2019. So this has a lot shorter best by date. Peach. I think I was going to mix the honeydew with peach when I start experimenting. It is a VG ethyl alcohol mix. Starting percentage is 10% for suggestion. And this one lasts till January 7th, 2020. I got a cappuccino. Because like I said with the vape box video, I like my coffee flavors. This is a PG ethyl alcohol mix. Starting percentage is 10%. Best by, this is another short one, November 19th, 2019. Here is green apple. When it's done right, this is one of my favorites ever. It's hard to find one that does it right, so it'll be exciting to be able to mix my own. This is a PG mix. Must be pretty potent because its starting percentage is only 3%. And it's best by December 18th, 2019. Pink lemonade is another one of my favorites. Actually, it's what I put in my Pulse Duel from the vape box, that frozen pink lemonade. So, if you were wondering, the pink lemonade from the vape box, if you watch the other video, is a little mellow for my taste. I like the more harsher pink lemonades. I think you can really taste it. Twist e-liquids has so far the best one I've found. If you're a pink lemonade fan, that's the one I go to. Let's squonk this up and get it ready for the next pull. But this is a ethyl alcohol dominant PG mix. Starting percentage is 8. Best by January 15th of 2020. And last is strawberry cheesecake, which done right is always delicious. I think in my Sense Tank, if you watch that, I'm going to try that strawberry cake that I got in the vape box. But I've got the twist mango in there right now. So I got to finish that off. But this is 10% starting suggestion. Best by November 19th, 2019. So it seems like the fruitier ones have a shorter shelf life. So let's see, which flavor should we use when we make our juice? I've got that. Let's go with the green apple when it comes time to make the juice. And put all the other flavors back in their box. And this next box that comes with this is the last box that comes with the kit. But it's kind of exciting. This is where the magic happens. This is your lab kit. I'll read what it says on the back of the box it comes with, but then I'll pull it out and show you guys. It comes with 5 pairs of gloves. Gloves are important because if you get too much of the nicotine on your hands, it can actually start to seriously affect your body up into death from all the things I've read and seen. I mean, I'm sure it has to take a lot of nicotine to cause death, but nicotine absorbs quickly through the skin, which is why nicotine patches work for quitting smoking. And if you get too much too fast, it can start causing acute illnesses like nausea and headaches and all kinds of problems. And if it continues to be exposed, it can cause some serious problems, and you can get nicotine poisoning and die. So the gloves are important. It has a 25 milliliter graduated cylinder, a 10 milliliter graduated cylinder, 2 10 milliliter Lure Lock syringes, 2 5 milliliter Lure Lock syringes, a 1 milliliter Lure Slip syringe, 5 60 ml bottles. That's the size we're going to make. We're going to make a 60 ml today. Comes with an electric mixer, which I don't have batteries for, so we're just going to mix it by shaking it up. And 2 100 milliliter beakers. So let's take a look. Open her up. So in here, get this so I can see y'all. We've got their manual. In here, there's all these syringes, and there's also these screw-on, if you can see that, screw-on blunt tip needles for the different sizes of syringes, which are great for getting in the bottle. A lot of people, from what I've seen, mix by weight, and it does seem faster, but I don't have a scale, and the kit I got is for volume mixing, so that's what we'll be doing today. So there's all your syringes and your blunt tip. There is your 2 100 milliliter beakers. There's your big graduated cylinder and your little graduated cylinder. the gloves, probably one of the most important parts, and your 60 ml bottles. We've got needle tips in there for each of them, lids, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 5. And we're going to be mixing directly into the bottle to make it easier. We're not going to be using the cylinders. Yeah, those are for, I mean, I guess you could, but then you got to pour it in there and you risk spilling it. So we're going to be mixing directly into one of these bottles. So, now that you guys have seen everything, we're going to talk about how to mix. So, what we're going to do is you're going to go and find an online Ejuice calculator. I'm not going to recommend one because I haven't used many. I played around with a few. So I'm just going to Google Ejuice calculator. And the second one on the list is Steam Engine. So I'm going to show you guys this as best as I can. Don't know if y'all can see that. So that first section there, ask how much we're going to make. We're going to make a 60 ml bottle. So you're going to go in there, and you're going to put 60. And then, let it focus. Underneath there, you see where it says volume or weight. We are doing volume. So we're going to leave that selected. Next is the flavoring. So flavor 1, we're going to change it to green apple, and then it asks what percentage we're going to put, and we are going to put the suggested 3% in there. Ooh, not 30. Definitely not 30. 3. And then, let it focus. See, there's that VG symbol in there. You're going to look at your flavor. This is a PG mix, so we're not going to check that VG box. We're just going to leave it the way it is. Next is your nicotine. So, let's see here. Focus. Focus. So your nicotine strength. Depending on what bottle you're going to buy, let's open this up. Let's open my... I had a razor blade. Where did my razor blade go? Oh, that's a fun thing to lose. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to rip it open. So, right there, you can see it's a PG base and it's 48 milligrams. So, in your calculator, where it says nicotine strength, this is not where you're going to put how much nicotine you want in your juice. This is where you're going to put how many milligrams of nicotine are in your solution. So we are going to put 48. And it's a PG base, so we're going to leave that there. Next is where you're going to put your nicotine strength. I like a 3 milligram nicotine strength. And I like a 70 VG, 30 PG, mix. So underneath nicotine strength, you gotta watch because it was auto set to 70 PG, 30 VG. I want to reverse that. So we do 70, 30. And then after you're done, your calculator will give you a recipe, whether you're doing it in weight or milliliters. And it'll tell you how much of each to put in there. And then there's your mix. So we're going to put on some gloves. Oh, and the other thing I didn't show you that came in here, besides the do-it-yourself manual, is this laminated board. So if you got markers and you want to do it by hand, you can always just use this if you buy this kit. So we got our gloves. So I've watched a couple videos. I am going to start with the nicotine, because if you accidentally put too much or something, you can take it out if you start with it. If you don't, then you can't fix it. Like, if you put the VG in first, put the nicotine in last, and something happens and you're like, wait, I calculated that wrong, and you've already put it in, it's there. Whether it's too much or too little. Now we're going to rip open this. Get our mixing bottle, like I said. And look, the label bottles are unlabeled, so you can mark your own labeling on there. It's got a milligram section down there. Put that in there. So I have a bottle. I have a lid. And I have a tip. We got our bottle. Now, let's look here. Let's open these. So we're gonna need 40. Uh-oh. One needle down. Needle down. So I'm gonna take 110 out. And 1.5 out, I think. Get my blunt tip needles. Okay, let's open our syringes. Screw that on there. Screw that on there. Okay, so now we're going to open our nicotine. The whole reason we're wearing gloves. It's got a seal on it, so See if I can get that off with my gloves on. Cannot. Well, I may just poke a hole in it. Can I poke a hole in it? I can. Look at that. Boom. Okay. So we're just going to leave you like that for now. So now, we're going to look at our calculation. It says I need 3.75 of nicotine base. So we're going to $25, $50, $75. I think I got too much. Always double check. Mixing is about being accurate. $3, $25, $50. I'm going to put just a tiny bit back. I think each notch is about 20.2. So there we go. We got our nicotine. And we're just going to squirt it on into there. Do that. My hand paper towels. Always wipe it off. Don't know what you're going to use it for next. When you're done, you will be washing them. Okie dokie. So we got that. Next, it says 1.8 milliliters of our flavor base. This has a little needle tip. Those are great from what the videos I've seen for people who are wow, that is powerful. Woo. Who are doing by weight. You drip it in. There's 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. 1.8 of the flavoring. Put that needle tip back on there. Put the lid back on. Don't want anything to spill. Put the lid back on here. On the nicotine, definitely don't want that to spill. Put that off to its own little side. So we've added nicotine and we've added flavor. Now we need 40.74 milliliters of VG. So I am going to, it does have a pour spout for those people doing weights. But so now we have 40.74. VG is very thick. So we're going to do wow. Why isn't it sucking up? Wow, it's so thick it's not wanting to even suck up. Let's try going a little slower. Alright. First challenge. Let's try this, because I did not do this. And I did not do this with the nicotine, so my juice may be nasty. It says to shake. Well. I shook that up. Shook this up. Yeah, that's a lot more liquid. Here, let's do this. Let's put in our 13.7 milliliters of this. So there's 5. So those of you who don't know, the VG is what gives you your cloud. It's the main thing that really vapes. The PG actually is an additive, that's 10, that binds to the flavors and really carries them into the vape. So we wanted, let's double check, 13.71, so that was 10. So we're going to go 13, 20, 40, 60, right in the middle between 60 and 80. We're going to do this. Okay. Our PG has been added. Put that lid back on. Now we're going to try and finish it off. We're at 30% of the thing done. So we're going to add, it's got these measurements on the side. And I'm just going to add it up. So that was right. So we know we're on the right track, because it was supposed to be 70 VG, 30 PG. And after I added the PG based flavoring and nicotine and the PG itself, we were right at 30%. So then you take this, and it's got these notches on the side. Keep in mind, I'm winging this. Like I said, if you go to do your own juices, don't just listen to me. I'm an idiot. Do your own research. I'm not going to take responsibility for anybody making themselves sick. Boom. So obviously, especially if you're vaping RTAs and stuff, you want your thicker juices, which is also going to lead to you going through the VG a lot faster than you go through the PG. About twice as fast. Let's make sure that's really in there. Put that needle cap on. I think it's there. Then we're going to screw the lid on. And then you shake. All the video said about 20 seconds to a minute. Take a look at it. Make sure it's getting a good shake. stinks. Maybe I did something wrong. My measurements all worked out. Now can I get the lid off? Oh shit, what'd I do? So these bottles are a little flimsy. I just pushed the edge of mine in. There we go. There you go. You heard the bot lid lock on? Now I can't get the lid off. Oh, there we go. Tastes a little green apple-y. Let's try this. Hold on. Let me. Actually, hold on. Dig into my vape toolkit box over here. Where did my rebirth go? There's my rebirth. Pull out that rebirth. Pull this off of here. Take the rebirth, Mike Vapes and Hell Vape. Why are you telling me to check my atomizer? Why am I checking my atomizer? Let's check atomizer. Boom, boom, boom. For some reason, this isn't reading my rebirth. Huh. So, let's vape the pink lemonade out of this. We're not going to squonk it. Always wants to say 80. I like 65. Anyway, for those of you who watched my video on the post-duel, I am loving this thing. Every day I am rocking this and that Sense tank. Although, here, I'm going to show you guys this real quick. I got to get a hold of Vapor DNA. I have no idea if you're going to be able to see this on the camera. Where is it? It is right there. Maybe if I use my flashlight on my phone. Where'd it go? Where is it? Where is it? Where'd you go? Right. You can see that. Oh, I had it there. Right there. There's a little line. Right there. See that line? That's very straight. That is a crack. It is cracked. The wood itself has cracked all the way through. Right there. So, I have not dropped this. I wouldn't lie to you guys. I have no reason to lie to you guys. I have not dropped this. Not once. And I noticed earlier today vaping on it that had cracked. Doesn't affect the functionality or anything, but still. I don't know if it's just to do with moisture or temperature expanding and contracting or what, but not the best deal. So if you go look at that, be wary of that. So let's try and drip some of this in here. We're going to, I'm aware that this might go down and contaminate my squonk bottle, but I want to try it. I can taste the green apple, kind of. Here, actually, let's fucking pull the chimney cap off. Duh. And let's just put a good coating of this green apple on there. There we go. I'm not sure. Definitely got a throat hit. But there is one more step that you don't absolutely have to do. All juices are ready to use when you're done mixing them. But everybody I've seen suggest steeping. So, luckily I just got that vape box, so I have a bunch of juices. So, we're going to put this lid on, mix it up just a little bit more, and I'm going to go put this in the cupboard for 4 days and try it again, see if there's a change. So there you have it. Pilgrim's Privilege Reviews. First vape juice mixed. I don't think I'm going to mix any more until I see how this turned out. And if I screwed it up, figure out where I screwed up. But there you go. Here's a quick little tutorial on how to do this. Well, not quick. Apparently it's been 43 minutes and 7 seconds. But those of you who have sat and suffered through my annoying voice, and hopefully you learned something. And the last thing I'm going to say is, a lot of people will be like, well, why mix your juice? Why go through the hassle when you can just go down to the store and get, or internet, and get great juices like the pink lemonade that I got in here, or the mango I got in the Sense Tank, or the, I don't know, 1,000 other flavors I've tried and gotten from stores. And the biggest answer, there's two big answers. One, customization. You might be able to make a flavor you can't find. Like, if you can find a blue raspberry lemonade. I don't think I've ever seen that at any store. I've got blue raspberry. If I could find a lemonade base, you find the balance you want, whether you want a lemonade with a little blue raspberry hint or a big blue raspberry with a little lemonade hint, you can do that. You can do whatever you want. It's mix and match, learn, shuffle, make whatever the hell you want. The second, and the biggest one for me, because I'm a broke-ass motherfucker, is money. Like I said, I got 68 bucks and I got all that stuff. After this, it's just, when you buy more bottles and whatever, more VG. But for 60 bucks, I'm going to be able to make, I don't even know how much, but a lot of juice. If I were to go down to the store, where's my, well, let's say this. There's a 120 ml bottle. I went down to my local store the other day and got, I can't remember if it was 120 or 100 ml bottle of a local company made flavor. What was it? Or no, it wasn't local. It was a Dapper Donuts. Dapper Donuts apple fritter, 100 or 120 milliliter bottle, was $30 by itself. So for two of those, so I get 200 milliliters for just under the price that I got all of this for. So it's about, last thing I heard, and I haven't done the math, about a 1/3 the price of what you'd buy when you go buy pre-made liquids. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Hope our green apple works out. I'll be sure to let you guys know. And vape on.